in an earlier era, people would talk about winning a place at university. I've won a place at university. Nobody talks about that now, do they? Because they just automatically assume that they'll get one. But surely we have to have greater quality control at that input stage. Universities need to be made more responsible for ensuring that the people that they allow in are up to the job, have the academic, intellectual qualities to benefit from that degree.
Oh, absolutely, and not just legally, but morally. No one should be brought into a university with the expectation that they won't be able to complete and leave disappointed, but still with the debt. Because remember, the universities still keep the money, whether you succeed or not, whether you get a job that repays or not. It could be possible to consider perhaps making universities partly responsible for student loans, kind of part guarantors of student loans. That would possibly make them a little bit more circumspect about who they admit if at the end of the day they would have to pay back loans for those who didn't succeed.
Yeah, this is a policy change that we've been looking at the Menzies Research Centre, just floating it, that if universities, for instance, say 5 years after somebody's graduated, they still haven't got a job in the career field in which they were supposed to, or alternatively, people who drop out of university don't even complete the course, then 50%, say, of that HETS debt should go to the university. Universities should be liable for half of the debt. That would surely, you've worked in universities, would that have the desired effect, perhaps, of putting more attention on quality control at the input stage?
Well, certainly at the superficial level, it sounds right to me. Because there's a thing called moral hazard, a phrase that economists use, which is taking risks with other people's money. And that's what's going on at the moment. And if you make the risks come home to the university, it may very well work. The only problem I can foresee is to make sure that there's no way to game that system. Because every time we bring in a new change, a lot of very bright people figure out how to game it. So with that caveat of let's make sure that it works,